What's going on with Edward Snowden? Well, we haven't heard from him lately. I wonder how things are going over there in Russia for him, but I want to go over with you the top 10 Edward Snowden alien theories. Number 1, as per Edward Snowden, alien messages are surrounding us every time. However, the messages are heavily encrypted. They're not being understood by humans. Number 2, all the alien messages that is being sent out to the outer world are encrypted by default as to what Edward Snowden's alien theory tells us. Number 3, the aliens use heavy encryption techniques on their messages, knowing to the fact that they want to get the message to be secured and undecipherable till the time some society with highly advanced technological skills encounters these messages and decipher them. This is primarily a safe measure for the aliens' end. Number 4, as per the alien theories of Edward Snowden, there is a small period of time when the tech would be open enough so that the humans would actually be able to interpret the alien signals. Number 5, the short window will come only when the alien societies will send messages by the means of the most primitive and unprotected ways. Once the short window will pass out, the alien messages will be complete and undecipherable. Number 6, the encrypted messages that are being sent out by the aliens are indistinguishable from microwave background radiation, thanks to the heavy modes of encryption that is being used by the aliens. Number 7, the cosmic microwave radiation that is being received by Earthlings could be pretty much the sounds of an alien TV show or a sound from a phone call, which, due to encryption, turns out to be a regular cosmic radiation to us on Earth. Number 8, going in line with theory of Snowden's regarding alien communication, scientists at Parkes Observatory in Australia have detected a very strange series of radio bursts which is fast enough to be thought of having alien origins. The bursts have been observed and studied since 2001 and is being determined that the sounds are coming far from our outside galaxy, but the source seems to be relatively smaller than usual sources in the cosmic world. Number 9, the bursts that are being received are multiple of a single number, which is 187.5, which has forced the astrophysicists to start thinking that whether this is a new type of pulsar or some sort of alien beacon. Number 10, the classified documents that were leaked by Snowden from the NSA reveal that there is a strong possibility that the government uses UFO conspiracies theories to detract the attention of the common people from real secrets of defense. Well, that is a heavy statement. Those are some of the top 10 theories coming in from Edward Snowden himself. And going to the theories of Edward Snowden, it certainly becomes more obvious that the aliens' message are prevalent in the universe. And according to Edward, however, humans would need to develop even more to decrypt these readily available messages to understand what it is or what our alien friends want to tell us about, or what, in my belief, is the true reality. Edward Snowden is not telling us what he really knows. We've already made contact. Everybody, keep your eyes on the skies. Blake Cousins. We'll see you again next time.
Edward Snowden. What's happening in the Antarctica? Lots of new news coming in right here at Third Phase Moon, but I want to go over what's going on with Snowden via new information. The president of Russia, Vladimir Putin, has given asylum to Edward Snowden. It's been extended until 2020. Russia's foreign ministry spokeswoman Maria Zakharova has confirmed that Vladimir Putin has allowed Edward Snowden, the whistleblower, asylum. Some people were saying recently that the CIA, the director, Michael Morell, he was asked for an opinion on this, and he suggested that the Russian president, Vladimir Putin, should consider returning Snowden to the United States as a perfect inauguration gift to the president, Donald Trump. Well, this is interesting because Donald Trump says that he would not be so kind to Edward Snowden, but he really wants to be friends with Vladimir Putin. Is there going to be some kind of exchange coming up? Well, it's not going to happen, it sounds like, for another 3 years at least. I wonder why Vladimir Putin really wants to keep Snowden under his cloak. I would imagine it's because of information. Information is basically gold right now. Brent, you have any opinions before we get to the Antarctica? We got a major discovery coming up, but this Snowden breaking news is interesting. Brent?
Blake, what I'm thinking is that Vladimir Putin has an ace in his pocket with Edward Snowden. Russia has held him basically as his maybe informant since 2013. Now this is going to go to 2020. That's 7 years of information that Vladimir's getting personally. This is intense.
Snowden has been saying recently about alien civilizations trying to contact the human race, but we just can't decipher their cryptic messages. It seemed like things just escalated shortly after this interview he had with Neil deGrasse Tyson. We reported this right here at Third Phase Moon, and within a month or so, now he's been granted another 3 years in Russia. Wow, I wonder what's going to happen when that deadline of 2020 ends. Is he going to be extended again, more immunity by the president of Russia at the time? Is it going to be still Vladimir Putin? It's hard to tell. Now let's get to this incredible discovery coming in from Hypnotech. He reached out to us on our Third Phase Moon radio show and wanted to share with you, the world, his discovery of something very unusual in the Antarctic. All right, here we go. And this is what I love about Google Earth and people with their incredible discoveries. And they have been keeping an eye on Antarctica as of recently. And there is this extinct volcano known as Mount Takahi. But what's really interesting is we shared a video about 2 months ago of this exact same area. We're going to get to this in just a bit, but what's been recently discovered is, in my opinion, something very unusual. All right, here we go. Let's zoom in. Take a look at this recent discovery by Hypnotech of what looks to be some kind of unusual display. Let's turn things around. Let's get a better look at this right here. Look at this. Some kind of a hidden base underneath the glacial ice of the Antarctic. If we get a really close look over here, and we're going to do some digital enhancements, maybe add some brightness contrast, but if you look closely here, it almost looks like there's a pad right here, some kind of platform below. This definitely doesn't look natural in my opinion. I want to get your opinions, people, of what we're looking at, but look at this thing. It kind of stands out like a sore thumb.
Blake, theorists say that if you look closely to the bottom of this massive platform, that it looks like maybe it's harboring a flying saucer. I see something going on down there. I see a little bit of shine. We're looking at these steps and a platform, and this thing's huge, people. We're looking at something that's massive. If it is a base, this is a great capture by Hypnotech.
What I think drew Hypnotech to this weird, hidden, possible ancient alien base is this sighting that was recently shared to us at Third Phase Moon of some people are calling an unusual, possible life form of some kind. Look at this thing. Some people say it looks like a massive creature kind of trying to reveal itself on Google Earth. Hey, look at me, look at me, look at this thing. Does it look unusual to you, or is this just some kind of anomaly on Google Earth, Brent?
Blake, I'm looking at most craters. They obviously don't leave such a huge impression that mounds on top of itself. This is definitely unusual. And I think this whole area around this volcano, this extinct volcano, has something to offer as...
Well, look at this, Brent. This is what I really like about this anomaly that we shared right here at Third Phase Moon. Look at this. It stands out all by itself.